Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Istanbul, Turkey. Welcome to East versus West 5. What an incredible lineup of athletes we have on these tables. I'm not sure there's ever been a collection like this before. The man responsible for pulling these athletes together is none other than the enigma of rage, Engin Terzi of Turkey. Engin, you've achieved something very special here, mate. When did this seed start? And you must be very, very proud.
I'm actually not proud, but I'm happy. I'm happy, and I'm happy that all these great athletes, GOAT, legends, they honored us, and they come here, and they made this happen, and they made it possible. And I'm very happy, and I thank to community who supported this event with buying pay-per-view and doing some kind of donations, and I thank them very much. They made this also possible. And thanks to everyone who accepted my invitation and come here. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Engin Terzi, the organizer of East versus West. In the interest of time, we have a lot of athletes to get through. Engin's done his usual job of pulling together an enormous amount of arm wrestling matches. And to start things off, we're going to start at the top of our card with match number 1 on Saturday night. It will be between Ryan Blue Bowen of Australia, Zurab Tavberidze of Georgia. We'll go in our first matchup on the right arm. And we're going to go to our athletes right now, starting with Mr. Ryan Bowen. Ryan, you're a man who likes to talk yourself into arm wrestling matches and likes a challenge, likes to reach for the stars. This may be your biggest challenge to date. Where's your head at going into this thing?
Yeah, look, without a doubt, this is my biggest challenge today. I have nothing but respect for Zurab. He's a WAF champion. He's fought hard here at East vs West against legends like John Brzenk, Ron Barth, and he's without a doubt my biggest test. For me, where my head's at going into this is that I'm so certain that this is the best version of me that's ever been. And I truly don't actually know what I can do at this level. And I'm genuinely excited for ready to go. I think all of the pressure is on the man sitting opposite me. I'm swinging for the fences. I saw a reaction from the Georgian team when I arrived that they didn't think I was going to be as big as I am. So I think that there's an edge there. On the mental side, I get to swing for the fences tomorrow night, and I'm going to swing really hard.
Now, you've been doing a great deal of work on your core strength, on your overall foundation of strength. The man you're facing is phenomenally powerful. And if you look at you aesthetically, you're a very different animal. Do you think you can mix it up in any area with this guy in terms of top-end strength, Ryan?
Thank goodness it's not a bodybuilding contest, because I'm certainly not going to whip my shirt off too soon. But this dad bod is always seemingly been able to produce results a lot higher than it looks. And I think at the moment, for the first time, I had people like Bortolato come up to me and said, "Congratulations, Ryan, you finally look like a man." So, like, I don't know, I'm possessing a form that and a shape that I've never achieved before, that the foundation strength is there. I don't know what this is going to do. My hand and wrist is good. I trust my hand and wrist. The newfound back pressure and side pressure that I've got, I don't know what sort of damage I'm going to be able to do with it. And like I said, I believe I'll bring a really offensive game. I'm good to go. This is the best me there's ever been. And look, if Zurab's good enough to beat it, I take my hat off to him. But for him to win tomorrow night, he's beating the best version of me there's ever been.
Zurab, do you feel like you are an overwhelming favorite going into this match? Or do you see Ryan Bowen as an underrated arm wrestler? Is this man a banana skin? Is he there to slip on?
ჩემი აზრით ფავორიტი ვარ, რა თქმა უნდა, მაგრამ ბოლო შეჯიბრზე, რაც რაიანი ვნახე, იმის შემდეგ დაახლოებით 20 კილო აქვს მომატებული და ჩემთვის ეს სასიამოვნო სიახლეა, იმიტომ რომ კარგად მომზადებულია და რაც უფრო მეტი იქნება კონკურენცია, რა თქმა უნდა, უკეთესია ბრძოლა ამ შემთხვევაში.
He's saying that for sure he thinks he's a favorite in this match, and also it's very he appreciates the fact that you are 20 kg heavier and you represented your best self, and that's why he's excited to compete against you, and that's the pleasure for him. So, yeah, that's the answer.
Is the pressure more when he's facing someone like Ryan, who on most people's radar is going to be an underdog? Or is it more difficult when you're facing someone who is the top of the ladder, someone with a massive reputation? He recently faced John Brzenk, for example.
ისეთი შემთხვევა, ანუ თუ წავაგე, რა თქმა უნდა, ჩემი აზრით თუ ფავორიტად მე ვითვლები, რაიანი წაგების შემთხვევაში ბევრს არაფერს არ დაკარგავს და მე თუ წავაგებ, დასაკარგი უფრო ბევრი მაქვს, ასე ვფიქრობ.
He says that he admits that just because he's such a heavy favorite in this case, if people think also that he's favorite, then obviously he has more to lose than Ryan himself. So he just agreed on that fact that he has more to lose in this case, but it has nothing to do with his mindset.
And a final question for Zurab. Is there a particular area of danger that he sees represented by Ryan? Is Ryan dangerous in terms of technique, endurance? If he had to point to an area, where would that be?
Ryan's top role აქვს ძალიან კარგი, მაგრამ ვფიქრობ ობიექტურად თუ შევაფასებ, ფიზიკურ ძალაში ჩამომრჩება და ხმამაღალი განცხადება გამომდის, მაგრამ ვფიქრობ ამაში დავჯაბნი და ვაჯობებ ფიზიკურ ძალაში.
He's saying that biggest challenge from Ryan for him would be his top roll. So that's the most dangerous weapon is that Ryan Bowen can bring to him. But he thinks he's such a stronger level than Ryan, then it will not be enough to take the
Are you still going to top roll me? Zurab,
I will ask. He did not specifically answer that question.
შეიძლება, მაგრამ არა პირველ რაუნდში.
Yeah, maybe, but not in the first round.
Not in the first round. And what about, if all goes well for me, I'll give you some tips on how to beat Chance Shaw as well later on.
Okay. He understood that and he's smiling.
ვფიქრობ არ მოგიწევს მითითებების მოცემა რაიან.
He doesn't think that you would be the one giving him the suggestion, so it would not be necessary. It will not come to that.
May the best man win. Good stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, that will be match number 1 of East versus West 5 tomorrow night. This card is stacked with men who've been on this promotion before. In this instance, we have attracted 2 of the very best in the world who have never featured on East versus West. Dzeranov. This man has a massive reputation to go with his massive pedigree and forearms. A multiple World Arm Wrestling Federation champion. He now steps to the professionals and he will face Kalinachenko. Kalinachenko looking more like Charles Bronson here today, ladies and gents, but a man with a massive buzz behind him. And we're going to start with Serhai. Mate, you have bitten off an enormous challenge in this first match. Dzeranov is an animal. He's underrated, and you're going straight in to make your debut. How confident are you that you can take this man apart?
Ну, как бы Dzeranov – это высокий уровень. Я думаю, для любого здесь спортсменов будет. И для меня это как шагнуть в высшую лигу. То есть, да, и попасть в топы. И меня он бесит тем, что он очень, очень нормальный парень. На него даже, я не знаю, за что можно разозлиться. Вот. Поэтому, короче, я думаю, победа будет за мной. потому что я вкалывал так целый год, что я просто не могу проиграть.
I think Georgi is really, really big challenge for me, like for everybody. However, I really, really hate him because he's such a nice guy that I can't even be hateful him for anything. So that's why it's probably the biggest challenge for that.
We're going to go to Georgi Dzeranov. Georgi, pretty much the same question. This is a man who's got a lot of hype behind him. He's obviously an extremely confident character. He's come here to make a name for himself. We've seen him show up before dressed as a gorilla. He's trying to take down a gorilla in yourself. Can it be done? Or are you just too big a challenge?
В свою очередь хочу сказать, что Сергей, поскольку я с ним общался сегодня много, оказался хорошим парнем, общительным, заводным, веселым. Но придется выигрывать, что уж поделать. А так, он в любом случае уже победитель. Почему? Потому что ему дали заведомо сильного соперника.
First of all, he also hates that Sergey is so normal and he likes him a lot. He said he's already a winner because he got an offer the match against so strong opponent as himself. And he said he doesn't want to, but he has to beat him.
I want another question for you, Georgi. Obviously, you've got a big reputation that you've grafted to achieve in the World Arm Wrestling Federation. Do you see this as a step up in class?
Я думаю, что этот матч мне сейчас в самый раз. Это достойный матч, потому что люди, которые против меня выходили, они изначально знали, на что идут, и приложили соответствующие усилия. Так как я не выступал уже практически больше, чем 1,5 года, это будет интересный бой.
I think it's definitely a worthy match because I haven't competed like in a year and a half. And the people that know arm wrestling set this match up. Most likely it's a good challenge for me and for me just to get back in the arm wrestling game.
And one more question for you, Serhai, before you go into this. How do you see yourself overturning Georgi Dzeranov? Are you going to look to fight this man with power? Or is it going to be technique, guile, and style that sees you crowned the winner?
Я думаю, на данный момент я готов к любому исходу поединка, к крюку, к верху, к быстрому старту, к боку. То есть я в своей победе уверен на 100%. Вот, поэтому я желаю Дзеранову удачи. Реально в этом зале есть оппонент, с которым я бы очень хотел побороться. Да, короче, и тот, кто реально меня немного бесит, я даже изобразил его вот здесь. Да, я сейчас встану, короче, этому человеку вручу, чтобы он видел.
Sergey saying that he is ready for anything. It will be his power, style, whatever if it's going to be a quick start, it will be a hook, it will be a top roll. He is ready to take this match anywhere. However, he does have an opponent that he actually hates here. And he wants to compete, and he actually has a problem and wants to beat him later. And he made a drawing of him beating him, and he handed it to the person.
So Serhai Kalinachenko may think that Georgi Dzeраnov's a nice guy, not necessarily Matt Mask.
Мэтт Маск будет следующим после Дзеранова.
Matt Mask will be the next after he beats Dzeranov.
Ladies and gentlemen, Serhai Kalinachenko and Georgi Dzeranov will be our next match tomorrow. Match number 2 on East versus West 5. Our third match is in a totally different weight class and will be conducted in a totally different style. The Bama Bull, Justin Bishop of the United States of America, will face Mindaugas Tarasaitis of Lithuania. USA versus Europe, and this is a match of snipers. Men who will put you in the crosshair and finish you fast. We're going to start with the Bama Bull. Justin Bishop, welcome to the show, mate. You've got a glint in your eye like you came to do something wrong over here. What have you got in store for this man from Lithuania?
Pure, raw domination.
Who's got the better hand in this match, Justin Bishop?
You're looking at him, Neil.
Who's the smarter arm wrestler in this match?
You're looking at him.
Who's the stronger arm wrestler in this match, Justin Bishop?
You're looking at him. You're also looking at the prettier arm wrestler.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mindaugas Tarasaitis, known as one of the smartest, most accurate, most lethal top rollers in the game. You were looking for a challenge, Mindaugas. Do you think you found one?
Yes, I think I really found my pretty good challenge. I think the match between me and Justin is it's a bit weird. I would almost say that it almost feels like we are both a little bit of an underdogs. It's a little bit unusual. In my case, you know, I'm gonna be really proud of beating a guy who is a little bit bigger than me, who is a champion from US. So clearly has multiple achievements, and on top of that, again, as I said, a bit bigger. So me beating him is like a pretty good achievement. It would really make me proud. And then for Justin, I would say that he, in his case, he's fighting a European, lightweight European. We are known to be pretty good at arm wrestling. I know he would be pretty proud and happy in getting this win. So it's just funny. We are both a little bit of an underdog this time.
I want to get involved.
Sure.
How do you see your chances against Justin by percentage?
Yeah, it's funny. I didn't really think about it much, but...
How confident are you? Very?
Not too confident, but it's just like 60-40. I'm going to win.
No confidence whatsoever. Okay. Y'all just heard it.
You know what? At least I think I have many, like I have plan A, plan B, plan C. I have many things in store for him. You know, if I don't just dominate him, I will probably still stop the match and make him work. If he really gets a big match out of me, I still have endurance to back it up. So I think if it does come down to endurance, I'm still going to win.
So you are saying that you are confident because of your further plans, but not with your main movement that we have been seeing and saying that you are doing great because you have like so many other plans.
You have to be ready for everything, right? Like if I'm only going to train hard, do one move, be ready for one move, you know, I come here and then it doesn't go well, then, you know, I'm not really ready. I have to be ready for multiple different scenarios, right? So I think
the last thing before we go to the next match, these two gentlemen agreed and they promised on the live YouTube show, if Mindaugas Tarasaitis loses, he's gonna shave his head. And if Justin loses, he's gonna shave his beard, you know, so.
Which, of course, is illegal. You know?
Yeah, it's...
I just want to get, before we do move on, from Mindaugas, obviously you heard Justin say there that he is the stronger arm wrestler. Everybody believes this is going to be about technique. If this comes down to a trench war, if you guys get stopped in any kind of power position, are you stronger than this man?
No.
I really haven't met anyone who would, how to say, who I would maybe be roughly equal to. I would stop the match, and then I wouldn't be able to come back and win. So power-wise, I'm really, really confident. Maybe Justin will get some flash pins, but like real, like static power-wise, I'm very, very confident. I don't think Justin is stronger than me.
The guy
Ladies
sitting
and
next to
gentlemen.
me is stronger than you.
One more time, mate. I
I
told
said
you
the
there.
guy sitting next to me has beat you how many times in a static position? Pure power?
Yes, but this boy is a champion. He's
This
also
guy. This
that guy.
smaller guy.
Yes, Daniel is also pound for pound the best guy.
Yeah, I'm not taking
After I
anything
beat
away
you,
from him.
I still want to come back to Daniel someday.
When you grow up, you grow a good beard, we'll let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, our match there between two of the most technical top rollers, Justin Bishop, Mindaugas Tarasaitis. From one end of the spectrum, where the technique is the weapon, we go to the other end of the spectrum where it's all about power. Red line, top end, power is the weapon of choice for America's Adam Wawrzynski. And he will face Božidar Simionov, multiple WF world champion. Boži, we're going to start with you. You don't know a great deal about this man, you were saying earlier, but you know he's big and he looks really powerful. Are you confident going into this thing, or do you feel a little overshadowed by the bigger man?
Man, I'm always glad for a challenge to face. I'm ready to pull everyone. And it's his first international event, so you know what we do in Bulgarians with the newcomers.
Now,
I don't know if it's censored, so that's why I use this word, you know. So it's his first international event. He looks better. Credit on that. He wants to swim in the deep water, so it's time to get baptized.
And when you look at the wins that Adam has had in the United States of America, we've seen him dominate guys with big reputations. He ran through Brent Rackers. He beat Paul Talbot. Are these guys on your radar? Do you see them as dangerous? Or do you think he's just stepped up a class and he's going to find out this weekend?
All I can say, war zone, tomorrow it will be our first warfare.
Adam, have you got anything to add to that, mate? Obviously, when you first mic swap. When you first walked into the room and you saw Božidar, you told me, this guy doesn't look so imposing. Is he really that strong? What are your feelings now? Just in yourself, honestly, do you feel like you can outpower this guy?
Well, I mean, as I've said before, to me it's even more impressive that he doesn't, necessarily have the traditional large physique of this, big athlete, and to do what he's done, it only makes me respect him much more. And like you said, war zone's a name, and I'm looking forward to a warfare. I expect nothing less. So I do believe that this is the biggest challenge of my career yet, by far. And I'm looking forward to proving Saturday that I belong here.
Now, you've been putting the work in with Chad Silvers and the guys back at the ranch. You've dedicated yourself diligently to this challenge. When you've done your homework and you've looked back at Božidar Simionov, what concerns you most about what this guy has in his arsenal?
The fact that he has been able to perfect the one move that he does so well. I think it's admirable for an arm wrestler to have many tools in his toolbox, but to be able to have one tool and use it to win 5 world championships, 4, 5, and to do what you've done is extremely impressive, my friend. I am expecting to feel something that I've never felt before. I expect nothing less out of you.
Let's get the job done.
I'm looking forward to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our match tomorrow that many people believe could steal the show. Adam and Boži, both warriors, both endurance masters, and both have that top-end strength. Could be a barn burner. And if you think that is all about power, our next match, Oleg Petrenko, Zurab Tavberidze. What a tear-up this could possibly be. Now, Oleg, I want to start with you first, mate. You have come in the best shape of your life, it appears. Looking at you physically, you look incredible. Where's your head at going into this match? Yeah. His physical condition looks to be better than we've ever seen him before. His forearms look huge. He looks like an absolute athlete. How does he feel going into this match?
John is now thinking that I have seen bigger. And the one that he has seen bigger and has pulled is right sitting by him, right?
Я налаштований дуже добре на поєдинки свої з Зурабом та з Джоном. Впевнений в собі. Тільки перемога мене влаштує в цих поєдинках. Буду викладатись на всі 100 і старатись довести, що я тут не просто так.
He said he's going to give 100% out of him in this match, and that's all.
Now, I wanted to just ask Oleg, with the greatest of respect, you've given yourself an incredibly difficult task here. You've got 2 unbelievably difficult matches. You pull Zurab, and then that's a precursor for an enormous match against John Brzenk. Is your strategy here to make this not about show and just get the job done as quickly as you possibly can to stay fresh for Brzenk?
Так, звичайно, я буду ставити ставку на швидкий поєдинок з Зурабом. Буду старатись на старті швидко закінчувати поєдинок, раунд. Тому, щоб зберегти сили і бути максимально свіжим поєдинком з Джоном.
So yeah, he wants to beat Zurab as quickly, as easy as possible, so he has more power left for John, because he believes that's a much tougher match.
Zurab, I'm sure you heard exactly what was said by the man sat a couple of seats down from you there. Many people may not have seen, newcomers to the sport may not have seen Oleg Petrenko. They may not know the level of threat that this guy represents. I know that you do. Do you believe that Oleg is the toughest match that you've ever had in your career on this arm?
ჩემი აზრით, რაც აქამდე მქონია, შედარებით ყველაზე რთული მატჩი იქნება ნამდვილად, იმიტომ რომ ხედავ ძალიან კარგ ფორმაშია ოლეგი. არ ვიცი, ძალიან რთულად აღვიქვამ ამ მატჩს, შანსებს 50-50-ზე ვიტყოდი მაინც, არ ვიცი, პროგნოზს ვერ ვაკეთებ. რთული მეტოქე მყავს ძალიან და ვაფასებ მას აუცილებლად.
So for sure, he started saying that this would be his definitely toughest match on left hand that he has ever done, Neil. And likewise, he also respects this athlete. And for him, it's quite hard to predict this match outcome of him. He thinks that this is a really tough challenge for him. So he said 50-50, I think the match would go. So he's that much anticipating our Petrenko.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a match that is in prospect. Oleg and Zurab both got 2 matches on the day. Both men are going to be working hard. They've got a job to do. Who will come through cleanest from their first matches? You feel like there's a big story to be told there. Our next match, Daniel Prokopciuc, David Samushia. Daniel, you're stepping up in weight class, mate. You've been winning the world championship titles year after year. You're impressing everyone, and you look like, as you were just described by one of your peers, pound for pound, maybe the best man in the room. But you're facing a guy in David who is an endurance master, who's bigger, who's incredibly powerful, exactly where you are strong. How are you going to get this job done?
Ну, я знаю, что Давид очень сильный, и очень уважаю его, но я всегда стремился, чтобы бороться с большими дядями, чтобы все видели, что в армрестлинге не главный вес, а сила и мозг.
David is a really strong guy. I respect him a lot. However, my goal always have been to arm wrestle bigger guys, to show that arm wrestling is not just power, but it's also skill, it's a technique, it's a smartness and speed.
Do you think tomorrow that your biggest weapon is endurance? In your last 12 months, we've seen you in some incredible battles. Do you think you can outlast the bigger man? Is that part of your game plan?
Ну да, у меня есть чуть-чуть выносливость, но выносливость — это сила. У кого будет сильнее завтра, тот и выиграет.
Well, I do have a little bit of endurance. However, I think whoever's going to have more power in that case will actually matter.
Let's come to David Samushia. David, you're flying the flag for a very proud nation. As you look around this table, there's a very large Georgian contingent, the biggest of whom is at the pinnacle of the sport. He's the man sat right next to me. Do you feel a great deal of pressure coming in to pull someone who is a smaller athlete, but is so very dangerous?
პირველ რიგში ძალიან დიდი პატივიცემა დანიელ ჩემგან. ფიქრობ, რომ კი სხვაობა არის კატეგორიაში რა, რაღაც სხვაობა კილოგრამებში, მაგრამ ფიქრობ ძალიან დიდი სხვაობა არ არის. რაც შეეხება იმას, რომ მე უფრო ძლიერი ვარ, დანიელი უფრო ძლიერი, არ ვიტყოდი, ეს ვიტყოდი 50-50-ზე, იმიტომ რომ საშუალო წონეს ერთ-ერთი ფავორიტი არის. იმის საუბარი, რომ აი მე მოუგებ ანაკეთ მომიგებს, არ ვიძახი, არ დავიძახებ, რა წინასწარი ნათქვამი იქნება და სპორტია, ყველაფერი ხდება. აქედან გამომდინარე თავში შევიკავებ რაღაცა საუბრებისგან. ვიტყოდი 50-50-ზე უსურვებ წარმატებას და რა ვიცი, შეჯიბრი გვანახებს. შეჯიბრი გვანახებს. ერთი შემიძლია წარმატება უსურვო.
So he said that first of all he respects you, likewise, Daniel. Mutual respect. He also said that barely there is some kg difference, like maybe 1-2, but both are favorites of the middleweight category. So this is definitely a good match, equal match. He wanted to avoid of saying, let's say, one guy is stronger than the other, one guy is more endurable than the other. He just wanted to say and make sure that everybody would understand that he anticipates this match as a 50-50, and it would be a really interesting match, and he also wishes you the best. Yeah, he respects you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a great deal of respect shown from two World Arm Wrestling Federation champions, Daniel Prokopciuc, David Samushia. Tomorrow, what a great match in prospect there. For our next match, we move to the heavyweight division for the big boys, Wagner Bortolato and Georgi Dzeranov. This will be a tear-up between two real firecrackers, left-handed. And looking at the man sat just to the side of me here, he's taken on a bit of a biblical look. Wagner Bortolato, looking like Zeus. Are you ready for this one, mate?
And sorry, few words. And Dzeranov very strong, Dzeranov very speed, and he's definitely trained Andy Mitchell, and I know strong, I know speed, I terremoto, okay, no problem. And I will fight strength, honor, and hurt. And may the best win. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Wagner Bortolato.
Thank you, my friend.
So much respect shown today at this table, so much respect shown. Now, hearing those words, Georgi Dzeranov, what have you got to say to the giant Brazilian? You must know a great deal about this man.
Я хочу пожелать удачи, чтобы все обошлось без травм. Естественно, я уважаю его как спортсмена, так как он большой, сильный, харизматичный, немножко, скажем так, шумный оппонент и любит дергать стол, кричать, прыгать, но я думаю, что он на самом деле очень добрый человек, и этим он больше хочет настроить себя, а не запугать соперника. А даже если он бы захотел допугать, то этот номер со мной не пройдет.
He said that he want to wish good luck to Wagner as well. He hopes there's no injuries in this match. He said looking at him, he's big, strong. He knows he has a lot of emotions on table. He likes to do an earthquake, but he believes that's to hype himself up more than scare his opponent, because Georgi said that you can't scare me.
Okay, very nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Georgi Dzeranov.
I will have to say something. This is a live broadcasting. I told our guys to put some extra balls to the table, but please don't break the table, please.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Just a little engineering warning there. We've only got the one table bolted down, so we don't want to lose any time when the earthquake starts. Ladies and gents, our next match is one that's really flown under the radar with a returning rising star of this sport, I'm going to say, in Mr. Paul Lynn. One of the guys that's really come to fly the flag high for the United States of America. And it's fair to say, mate, you've faced some really high-profile opposition. Ron Bath, John Brzenk. Here, it's a little bit the other way. You're going against a guy who's got real pedigree in Irakli Tavberidze. This is a guy many people won't know a great deal about, and he's a bad man. How do you see this? Are you the favorite or the underdog coming in here?
No, I'm 100% the underdog. All you have to do is do your research on Irakli, and his accolades are nothing that I could ever compete with. He's beaten so many names. He's a world champion and a multiple European champion, and there's no way I compete with those accolades at all. I'm here to compete with Irakli tomorrow with a small window of time. I just need to be good during that window of time because I can't match what he's done.
Now, you've had to make a weight for this, Paul. You've cut weight a little bit. Irakli going the other way a little bit. He's got the opportunity to inflate and blow himself up. Does that put you at a disadvantage, do you believe?
No. I try my best to treat this sport as a professional, treat it as a professional athlete, and weight manipulation, peaking, tapering, things of that nature are part of what makes you a professional. So I've put as much effort into the preparation and the weight manipulation for this match as I possibly can. If I can draw out 15, 18 pounds and be 15, 18 pounds bigger on the day of competition, that's all part of the sport. So I like my chances in that aspect.
Now, people may not also know, Paul, you were telling me the other day, you've got a little bit of experience with this young man. You guys have met up and pulled a little bit on the practice table when he came over to the United States of America. What did you feel in that match? Did that make you feel like you come here as a heavy favorite? Do you see lanes to win this thing?
Oh, he's super strong. He's super strong. So we did get to pull after he competed in the whole tournament. I didn't compete. I was reffing and promoting the event. So I did get to feel him. And right after we got done pulling, he told me, I want a super match with you. So that leads me to believe that he felt something in me that give him the confidence to want this match. So I'm assuming that's probably where this match came from. I'm not sure if he reached out to Engen or not, but I'm assuming he felt something or he felt a hole in my game. But based off of what I saw and that grip up, I'm relatively confident.
Let's go over to Irakli Tavberidze. Irakli, I opened this little section by saying that you're one of those athletes that people do not yet know a great deal about. Is there truth in what Paul Lynn said there? Did you select this man specifically to raise your profile in arm wrestling on the professional circuit?
Hello everyone. მე შევარჩიე დიახ შემდეგ ენგინმა შეეკითხა პაულს და დათანხმდა ჩემთან შეხვედრაზე რაც ჩვენ მათ შეეხება ჩემზე უფროსია ასაკით მაგრამ ვფიქრობ გამოცდილება და უფრო მეტი შეჯიბრი მაქვს გავლილი ვიდრე პაულს და ეს არის ჩემი კოზირი. ძალითაც რომ ჯობდეს მაინც.
So obviously he greeted to everyone. He said that yes, he specifically chose him as his opponent, and then he also got instantly a notification that Pauline gladly accepted the challenge, which he appreciates obviously. And he said that obviously Paul is a bit older as an age, and he thinks for himself as an advantage would be that he thinks he's more experienced. And that would be also one of the key role against him, against Paul. And yeah, that's basically he said. So this experience will help him, no matter even if he is stronger than him.
And I want to ask one more question there to Irakli. I spoke to Paul a moment ago about the fact that these guys have practiced a little bit. They pulled on the side table. Did Irakli feel anything in that encounter that makes him feel like he can see where he's got areas of superiority over Paul Lynn?
მე ორივე ხელით მონაწილეობდი, პაულის შეჯიბრზე არ გამოდიოდა, მე ორივე ხელი მოვიგე, შემდეგ ვეჯიბრებოდი იქ სხვადასხვა ამერიკელებს, პირველად გამოვედი ამერიკაში შეჯიბრზე, თან იქ არ ვარჯიშობდი, მეგობრებთან ვიყავი, ფორმაშიც არ ვიყავი და პაულის შემეჯიბრა, მაგრამ ვერ მოუგებდი შეჯიბრის შემდეგ, მაგრამ ვიტყვი რომ ისეთ განსაკუთრებული არაფერი არ მიგძუნია.
He said that during this tournament he competed on both arms, and he was not in his like top notch shape during that time. And he said that obviously they pulled, and Paul beat him in that matter of case, but he did not find anything like too special, too specific to be a danger for him. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Irakli Gamtaradze, Paul Lynn, a really intriguing prospect tomorrow that a lot of people haven't spoken about. Watch for that one. It could be a real barn burner. We're going to go back to the big boys now, and a guy who's got a lot of hype behind him, Revaz Latidze of Georgia. Very, very big man from a country with a huge reputation. And he will face Artem Morozov, Steel Morozov, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a battle of the big boys and those men that are right on the fringe of the tilt at the top spot. We'll start with Revaz. Revaz, you're looking bigger, stronger than ever before. And many people have said that you're the guy who's the sleeping giant. You're the man who's never committed properly to arm wrestling at this level. Are we seeing a different version of you here at East versus West 5?
მოგესალმებით პირველ რიგში. წარმატებას უსურვებ ყველა სპორტსმენს. კი, მართალია, აქამდე სულ რაღაც ისეთი პერიოდები მქონდა, რაღაც ისე სისტემატურად ვერ ვარჯიშობდი, როგორც ახლა მოვემზადე. და რა ვიცი, კითხოს რაც შეეხება, არ ვაპირებ რა გაჩერებას. ხვალინდელ შეჯიბრზე კიდე როცა შევხვდებით, მაგის მერე უფრო ისეთი სათქმელი მექნება რა. ახლა წინასწარ რაღაცების ლაპარაკი არ მიყვარს და არასდროს არ ვამბობ რაღაც მაგ. რა თქმა უნდა, მოგებისთვისა ვარ განწყობილი.
So he said that, first of all, he agreed to everyone. He said that, like you mentioned, Neil, obviously he's gaining his shape better and better. And he said that he's not gonna stop at this level where he is right now. And he approved that he's better shape, even better shape than he was previous East versus West event. And tomorrow, he doesn't want to go in specifically, like say, I'm gonna win or something like this happens. He doesn't want to speak in advance, but he said that he's here to win, and tomorrow he will prove himself.
Let's go and have a quick word with Artem Morozov. Morozov, mate, you've been on a tear recently. We just saw you king of the table in a dramatic comeback win. You're facing another incredibly dangerous opponent here. How are you going to find a way through this man?
Во-первых, всем привет. Оцениваю свои шансы. Хорошие шансы у меня, в общем. Буду стараться. Мы оба хотим победить. И загадывать это не по мне. Будем просто смотреть, что будет.
He wants to thank everyone for him being here, and he likes all the athletes that are here. And he said, of course, both of us really want to win. And he said he doesn't, like, there's no need to guess. We'll find out tomorrow.
Now, Tom, you're a guy that is a very complete arm wrestler. You've got good technical ability, you've got great power. Which one of those aspects are you going to rely on tomorrow? You've seen this man pull a great deal, and Revaz looks like he has a tremendous amount of power, top-end strength. Are you going to look to out-arm wrestle this man tomorrow, to use better style and technique?
Больше надо использовать характер, конечно.
He said, I need to use more of my character.
Make that one what you will. Same question, really, to yourself, Revaz. Where are the weaknesses on Steel Morozov? Can you make this man rust?
ზოგადად ძლიერი სპორტსმენია, თან მით უმეტეს ახალგაზრდა არის. ნუ რაც ვაკვირდები, უფრო და უფრო ყოველ შეხვედრის მერე ნუ ანვითარებს თავის პოტენციალს. და რავი, მაგაზე მეც შევიკავებ თავს და ხო, რავი, დანარჩენი შეჯიბზე გამოჩნდება რა.
So he said that Morozov obviously is young, full of potential, and he's proving himself to gain better and better shape each time he performs at this event. But I specifically re-asked the question, but he keeps restraining himself to say specific weaknesses that he sees in him. So he just says that tomorrow we will see the match going down.
Before you go, Neil, I would like to ask the opinions of two of our legends in this sport. I would like to, Raymond, can you come to this side with the microphone, please? Yeah. Can you take the microphone? Yeah. I want to ask the opinion of Denis Siplenko about this match.
Ну, зная Артема, всем здрасте, зная Артема, у него защита хорошая, то есть он будет надеяться на нее. Смотрю, Реваз настроен серьезно, тяжелый, будет атаковать мощно. То есть я даже не могу предположить, на чьей стороне победа. Победит сильнейший. Но как-то вот я так рассуждаю, то что у Реваза будет получаться атаковать. И вот Артем должен будет зацепиться за остановить его, чтобы изменить исход поединка. Тогда есть варианты. Либо если Артем остановит, в Артема польза пойдет. Если не остановит, значит Реваз победит.
He said, hello everyone. He's looking at this match. He knows that Artem has a great defense. He's a great defensive puller when he needs to be. He feels like Revaz coming in really hot, really strong, and he will be the one who's attacking. So he believes the match will end up for one thing. If Morozov can stop the match, he wins. If he can't, Revaz wins.
And I would like to ask the same question to Levan Saginashvili. I know this is your countryman, but I want to hear your opinion about it. What do you expect from this match? Revaz Lutidze and Artem Morozov.
I think Revaz will win easy.
Easy?
Yes.
Okay. So let's ask to Artem. What do you think about it? Is it gonna be easy? Easy loss for you? Can somebody translate, please?
Это будет для него легкий проигрыш или что? А для меня? А что вы про меня спрашиваете? У меня все нормально, я в себе уверен, буду бороться. Я же не отрицаю, что Реваз сильный. Просто завтра выясним. Я очень хорошо к нему отношусь, поэтому загадывать я не буду.
I don't know why you asked me if it's an easy loss for me. I'm good, I'm strong, don't worry about me. I have a lot of respect for Revaz and we'll see it tomorrow. Just don't worry about me.
Okay, so let's go with the next one. Cobra Rhodes and Haydar Yildirim is the first legend category match of the East versus West. Neil.
For those of you out there who don't know the history, the track record of these athletes, Haydar Yildirim, Turkey's first WAF world champion, a guy who supported this country's flag for so long on the arm wrestling table and was so many times at the peak, the pinnacle of his weight class. He's been away from the game for a long period of time, but he's back in his home country and he's facing an absolute icon of the sport in Andrew Cobra Rhodes, breakout sensation back in the 80s, 90s, the first real standout star of the sport in the World Arm Wrestling Federation. This is a clash of true legends. We saw Andrew Rhodes today inducted into the Hall of Fame. We're going to start with you, Cobra. Great to see you back on the table, mate. You've been distracted. You've been filming for some of the movies you've been in. One of them comes out very shortly, one of Will Smith's films. I know you'll tell us a little bit about that. But the business in hand right now is unfinished. You guys have met before, Virginia Beach World Championships. One more round.
Yeah, one more round. It's great to be back. Thanks for having me here, first of all. Of course, you all know I love this sport very much. It's time to chalk up again. And Haydar's a great guy. I've known him for many, many years, and we're going to see what happens.
Now, I want to come over to Haydar. Haydar, obviously, you faced Cobra before in arm wrestling competition, and the last time out, which I believe was Virginia Beach 2000, correct me if I'm wrong, you came out on the loser's side of that argument. Can you redress the balance here in Turkey and take down Cobra?
Siz daha önce geçmişte karşılaştınız diyor, 2000 yılında. O zaman o kazanmıştı diyor. Şimdi diyor bunu burada tersine çevirebilir misin diyor.
Bilmiyorum.
That's all?
Bilmiyorum.
He says he doesn't know. He doesn't know the answer.
22 yıl sonra tekrar maç yapacak olmak çok güzel ama.
He says that after 22 years to pull against Cobra again, it's a wonderful feeling, he says.
And Haydar, a lot of people haven't seen you as active. Where do you feel you're at right now in your career? Have you still been active away from the game? Have you still been competing, practicing with the team here in Turkey?
Bu kadar zamandır diyor sen aktif misin diyor, yarışıyor muydun diyor, hala diyor, antrenman yapıyor muydun diyor, yoksa yeni mi hani başladın?
6 sene ara verdim ya, bir işte 2-3 senedir yarışıyorum. Pardon, 2018'den beri.
Ama 2 aydır antrenman.
Sadece şeylerde işte dünya şampiyonlarında.
Yeah, he said that he took break for 6 years, and then in 2018 he competed, but after that we had a COVID break, and then last 2.5 months he's pulling again, you know. He's competing, I mean.
Now, Cobra, asking the same question from the other side, the other perspective. The last time you guys faced each other in Virginia Beach, on your home territory in the United States of America, you walked away with the gold medal that day. Do you feel additional pressure coming to this guy's backyard and facing him one more time?
No, I don't feel pressure because I am pressure, pretty much. So, I mean, if you're dealing with a kid that knows what he's doing, there's nothing but constant pressure. So, therefore, that kind of stuff doesn't bother me. But the test within myself, do I have something enough to give to make another run at this sport? This is just the beginning. That's why I'm so thankful for Haydar giving me this opportunity to polish up and see. You know, if I'm successful, success isn't always just the victory. If I can escape this without pains and things that slow me down and the things that are first in my life now, I might make a run at this thing, you know. By July, in April, I'll be 58 years old. By the time July comes about, who the hell knows what's going to happen, you know? By the time July comes about, you might be able to line up young Daniel there and a couple of these other kids, and I'll smack them out in the same day, because that's how I do it, you know? But we'll see.
Now, Cobra, obviously, we've seen you go through the ringer here. You even had to make weight. Who would have thought it? 1 minute filming with Will Smith, the next day in a sauna getting ready for an arm wrestling competition. The bug bit you when you were very young. You were a young boy, 12, 13 years old when you got into this sport.
Yes, 14, my first competition.
What's the likelihood of us seeing you back in this thing?
Oh, yeah, slim and none. One thing I have to say, I'm so excited. Like when I started my first show was in 1979, and I never thought that I would see what I'm a part of now. I've been witnessing it, watching it on all these sites and computer stuff. But just like to be up here with these guys, Big Dave Chaffee, and of course the Wild Horse, one of my kids, I consider this guy. But it just blows me away, you know. So I'm thankful. If things turn out right, by the summer I'll be kicking all kinds of ass. You know, it won't be no what do you call this, the Legends thing? No, you have to load them all up, because I'll beat a truckload of them if I'm on time, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Cobra Rhodes in the house.
Neil, before that, I would like to ask, what does our legend Gary Goodrich think of Cobra Rhodes? I would like to know what he thinks of him, because their prime times were same years. Can you please tell us about Cobra?
Absolutely. Cobra was he's been a stud ever since I started. He's been a stud, but every now and then I gotta spank his behind. Gotta bring him down, take the wind out of his sails every now and then. Cobra's tough. He's absolutely tough. He ain't no Gary Goodrich, but he's tough.
Thank you, Gary. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match will be in the super heavyweight division. That's a Morozov back in action, left-handed. And if he didn't have enough hard work with Revaz, he figured he'd carve himself out another very, very difficult match. A young man from Italy, Hermes Gasparini, and the biggest version of Hermes we have ever seen. We're going to start with our Italian superstar. Hermes, East versus West 5, and another huge match in the form of Steel Morozov. You guys seem to have a pretty good relationship away from the arm wrestling table. You were out eating together yesterday. How much do you know about the threat posed by Steel Morozov, and how much of a favorite are you going into this match?
What is my favorite? What?
Are you a favorite going into this match? Do you see yourself as the favorite?
I don't know why, because the first time I pulled with my left, it was in April with Bortolato. And it's difficult to predict because I don't have many matches with my left hand.
It's kind of different style, right?
Yeah,
where
now it's
Bortolato
different
was
style, and we see. I want to check my left another time.
Hermes, do you think that it is gonna be a battle of the hand strength?
Yeah, I think who take the risk will win. Yeah, this is the most important part is in the setup.
Many people believe that Morozov is very much one of the top left-handers in the world right now. We know that you are shooting for the top spot on the right arm. We spoke personally away from the press conference earlier tonight, and you were saying you'd love a shot at this man on the right arm. Have you got those same aspirations on the left? Are you as confident?
Do you have a goal to become the best left hand in the world as you have for the right arm?
My focus is right arm. But if I will win with the left, it's better.
to. Yeah.
Now, Artem, obviously, your left arm, you're very well known for your prowess on the left. We know how good you are. We've just seen that dramatic match at King of the Table. Do you see yourself as the favourite coming into this match with Hermes Gasparini, particularly as he's got such a big match on the right arm on the same day? Do you think he's distracted?
Я думаю, если я фаворит в этом матче, однажды я уже откусил руку дикой лошади, теперь мне подсунули итальянского скакуна, придется его тоже укусить.
He said, if I would think that I'm the favorite, last time I thought I was the favorite, I got my arm bitten off by a wild horse. He said, this time they send the Italian horse, so he will be more careful.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a big match that is in prospect. Hermes Gasparini, Artem Morozov, left-hand war in prospect. One of our most eagerly anticipated matches is our next match on the card. It will be between the wild horse, Matt Mask of Canada, and the Latvian wonder, Saginašvilis, the chef, the Panzer. Call him what you want. You can call him world champion. We're going to start with the Latvian. Saginašvilis, we've just seen you win the World Arm Wrestling Championships in dramatic fashion, straight out of one hot environment and into another. You're coming straight into a huge match here with the Wild Horse. How big a challenge is this compared to the World Championship win?
Hey everybody, yeah, Worlds was pretty good, but Matt is unpredictable, and at least for me, because I haven't pulled many guys taller, bigger than me, and it'll be interesting to see how can I use my leverage against his, because mostly I have been the a bigger guy, but it'll be interesting, and I like my chances tomorrow.
Matt Mask, you've got an opportunity to see a great deal of this guy recently. He's been everywhere and anywhere. I was speaking to Devon Larratt yesterday, and he said you're going to see a different version of Matt Mask. His head is together, he's in a good place, and he's coming in strong. Is your big brother telling the truth?
Big brother don't lie. So all I can say is last time he went home after his last competition, he was a hero. After this one, I plan on making him a zero.
Now, you guys are both big men. You have the opportunity to see Sandris at prior events. You saw him pull with Chance Shaw. You've seen him pull with some powerful opponents. Do you think this is a step up in class for Sandris? And where do you see your biggest opportunity to beat this man?
I'm not really looking for an opportunity to beat him. It's more so I'm just going to play my game, and he's got to try to beat me. So as far as I'm concerned, from what I think, I don't think he's got a hand that's going to come close to mine. So, and I'm sitting beside the man, the myth, the legend, Cobra Rhodes. Been hanging out with him the last 2 days. The aura I'm getting from this man, being the best top roller that's ever walked the planet. There's no way I'm gonna lose tomorrow, man. So, and if you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to his channel, because he's getting all the behind the scenes on all this shit. So,
well, Matt, I've got to say, just listening to that comment, mate, if you can be sat close to someone and get that much from their aura. I'm sat next to Levan Saginashvili. There's so much testosterone, I may leave this thing pregnant.
I'm telling you right now, if it's real, I can fucking feel it. And that's the case, I think you should have the return match with Dennis.
Sandris, you know what you're facing here. You know all about the Wild Horse. You've got options. What's the best one to take this man down?
Yeah, we know that Matt has that one good lane, and that's pretty much it. Because if that doesn't work, then he's screwed. And I have many weapons
in my arsenal, and I can assure you that at least one of them will work. I don't believe that the strength gap can be that big that he just overpowers me. So, you know, if there's a lane where I can beat him, I will find it.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an exciting prospect. Sandris, Panzer, Sheris, Wild Horse, Matt, I think you had something else to say, mate.
He ain't have enough time to find the lane that he needs for me. And I just want to say, Sir Gay, I really appreciate the love note, but I don't swing that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, we better leave that one where it lies and move on to our next match. It is a monstrous match. Oleg Petrenko, your decorated individual. Tomorrow you get the opportunity to step up to the biggest challenge of your life when you will face the greatest arm wrestler of all time in the perfect storm, John Brzenk. We're going to start with you, John. So many times you've told me, I don't know, Neil, I may be done with this thing. You may not see me here again. Yet, time and time again, you show up at these things and you mix it with the best young arm wrestlers in the world. It's about to happen again tomorrow. How much of a threat is Oleg Petrenko?
Yeah, they keep getting younger, they keep getting stronger, they keep getting faster. But yeah, my programming is still the same. It's still intact. I just find a way to win, try to find a way to win, even at this old crusty age that I'm at. So we'll see how it goes.
Hey, you've inspired Cobra Rhodes. He's coming back into this thing. Now, joking aside, where do you see the biggest threat from Oleg?
Well, just getting to know him the last couple days, he's a very sweet, humble, quiet, direct person. So I'm expecting the direct approach. I don't think there's going to be anything fancy tomorrow. I think he's going to be coming like Andrei Pushkar, the pain train, and he's going to just be hitting hard. And I think we're just going to clash. We're just going to go power to power. I don't see anything fancy tomorrow, Neil. I think we're going to test each other's strengths.
Oleg Petrenko, let's come to you, mate. Huge opportunity in your arm wrestling career. You get to face this man. He's the best to ever do it. How excited are you? How nervous are you coming into this challenge?
Так, справді це важко ментально налаштуватись на таку легенду спорту, як Джон Брезент. Але в мене дуже хороша школа армреслінгу Андрія Пушкаря. І він завжди нас вчив боротись до кінця, тому я буду викладатись на всі 100. І, сорі, Джон, буду твою руку в подушку вдавлювати.
He said, I'm sorry, I am the student of Andrei Pushkar, and your hand is going to hit the pad, and it's going to go down.
I wouldn't expect anything less. I'm fully expecting that from you, Oleg, and I think we're going to butt heads. I think it's going to be go, and it's going to be, something's going to break.
Значить, буде дуже хороший поєдинок у нас.
Looking forward to it.
He said, then it's going to be a great match.
Yeah, and I would like to ask the opinions of Denis Plenko and Levan Saginashvili. Let's start about this match. What do you think?
Ну, я уже говорил, много комментариев по этому поводу. То есть я буду болеть за стариков, за тех, с кем боролся. Но, наверное, 51% поставлю на Олега. Все-таки молодой, выносливый. И у Джона могут быть проблемы, да. Но буду болеть за Джона.
He said, of course, he's supporting the old guys, the people who he fought before. So he's supporting John, but he believes Oleg Petrenko is very dangerous. So he's giving him 51%.
To Oleg, 51%,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
49% to John.
Yeah.
So John is underdog here. Yeah. I'm trying to provocate John. Just.
Of course.
Anyway, so I would also like to ask you first, our legend again, MMA legend, arm wrestling legend. When he retired 95, 96, he was the absolute best in arm wrestling. Can you tell us your thoughts about John Brzenk, please? Also.
John Brzenk. That's John Brzenk's a strong puller. I've been arm wrestling John since 1980. I want to say 1982. Yeah, I think I arm wrestled John in about 1982, maybe 81, I believe, and we arm wrestled at Shirkton Beach. We arm wrestled at Shirkton Beach back in 1982, and we both shared a win, and I think then he ended up beating me in the end, I believe. Nah, I beat him. And we had a good match. John Brzenk is, man, I'm so proud of this individual, so proud to even share the table with him from all the way back then. He's an incredible arm wrestler. I have nothing but great things to say about this man. I've never heard him say a bad word, never heard him be angry or aggressive to anyone. He's a pussycat, but you don't need a pussycat in arm wrestling. But John is the pussycat. Great guy, but he's a pussycat.
I'm a lion. No more goat for the
Make match
lion.
John
lion,
and
lion.
Gary. Future. John and Gary.
Just a table full of pussy.
No, we need the word pussy.
I think we won't see much John and Gary.
John what? John and Gary.
John and Gary. Much. Future.
After I beat Oleg, I'll beat Gary.
No, I want to ask you about Petrenko John match. How do you see? Give him the microphone.
I don't know how good now Oleg. I remember how Andrei talking about Oleg for his strong. I know he's very strong and very interesting match. We know John always John, and I think.
Do you expect a close match?
I think 50-50, maybe a little bit for Oleg.
A little bit for Oleg.
Yes.
So both Dennis and Levan thought that you're underdog, but by a little bit.
I have two people to prove wrong tomorrow, then I guess. Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
I like being the underdog.
that's good motivation for you. Yeah, to hear from Levan and Dennis that you are slightly underdog is a good motivation. Okay, you guys made it personal now. Okay, you be careful. Okay, let's go. Dave Chaffee and Hermes Gasparini.
Ladies and gentlemen, our penultimate match, I believe, on the card is Dave Easy Money Chaffee of the United States of America. And he's facing the 60% to final form, Hermes Gasparini of Italy. Hermes, we spoke earlier today and you told me as we got out of the elevator that you're feeling in the best form of your life. You're ready to go. You've got a lot of confidence coming into this thing. What's the weapon of choice against Easy Money?
It's very good test for me, this match, because I want to see where is my level. I never saw Dave lost the first and the second round with everybody.
Except Levan.
Experience, yeah.
Sorry about
it. I can't believe he can take my wrist, and I think it will be a good war. but I'm confident, yes. I'm very confident.
Who's the stronger man in this match, Hermes? Obviously, you're huge right now. Over 130 kilograms. We've never seen you this big. And you feel like you've been carved out of rock. You're absolutely ready for this thing.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you may be stronger in some areas than Dave Chaffee? A man who's known for the top-end red line strength. Are you as powerful as this man?
He's saying that, his, side pressure, everything is so strong. Which one of you are stronger?
Is side pressure with back pressure, this match.
Okay, your back pressure versus his side pressure.
Yeah, we see who is the stronger. But I don't think he can use the follow-up press like Larratt.
Like he did to Larratt?
Because the leverage of arm is very different. And,
so he shouldn't try that? It's no good for him if he tries? You suggest him to not to do that?
Better not.
Dave, he's suggesting, he said it's going to be a back pressure versus side pressure. And he said that he doesn't think that your flop wrist will work, and he doesn't suggest you to do that.
Well, it doesn't matter because my back pressure is better than his back pressure anyway, so there you have it.
He says that his back pressure is better than your back pressure anyways.
Impossible.
Not possible?
Impossible.
We'll see. And I am going to take that wrist. Yeah.
He's going to take your wrist.
You see?
Yeah. And I want to say
when
something.
When we touch my hand and my wrist, you understanding everything.
3,000 pounds, what?
He said that whenever you touch his hand, you will understand everything.
I can't understand anything he says.
Maybe later you understand it. Maybe. Sunday.
Yeah, I need a translator, please.
What do you say?
Could you get a translator for me, please? I can't understand him.
He needs a translator. He doesn't understand what you are saying.
About what?
He doesn't understand you.
I mean, me too.
You don't understand him either, right? But tomorrow you will understand each other. He will
Yeah.
understand
Tomorrow he understand.
He will understand everything.
Yeah, everything.
Dave?
What's that?
He said that tomorrow you will understand everything.
He's going to understand everything about a loss. Yes, that's correct.
Dave, just coming back to the guy you've just faced. Everybody knows this man represents a huge threat in a top role, yet you've just got a win against Vitaly Larratt. Is this fella more dangerous than Vitaly?
Well, obviously I'm not going to take him lightly. He's an amazing competitor, all jokes aside. He's put on a lot of weight. He's strong. He hasn't pulled in a while. He beat Gennady, who isn't a top roller. He did lose the match to Alex, but that was probably 40 pounds ago. So it's going to be a test, and I'm really looking forward to it. He may be a bigger test than Vitaly. We'll find out tomorrow.
Does it mean that he may be better than Vitaly? Means that you're going to beat him, but he still may be or he may beat you, is what you're saying.
It could go. It's going to be a good match. Let's put it down.
Okay, you're going to win, but it's going to be maybe an even better match.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I understand. Anything you want to say? Are you gonna tear his fingers off from his hand?
Fingers, I open everything.
Everything,
Finger,
yeah.
Wrist
arm, and everything, yeah.
Maybe shoulder, like this.
Shoulder. Will he need ambulance to go back?
Huh?
Will he need ambulance to go to hospital?
You have the number?
I have the number, yeah.
Really? Okay.
That's not very nice.
Okay, so anything you want to add? And I would like to ask the opinion of Denis Siplenko.
Значит, в этой ситуации вспоминаю историю, есть ряд, да? Вспоминаю, когда Chaffee выиграл Курдечу, Курдеча выиграл Gasparini. То есть по этой истории получается то, что у Gasparini будут проблемы. Но вижу то, что набрал форму хорошую. Думаю, Chaffee первый раунд заберет, как всегда. И потом уже как Гаспарини себя поведет, я не знаю. Если он удержит его атаки, то все возможно. Буду опять же болеть за Chaffee. Но есть предположение, то, что набрав форму, Гаспарини может передержать. То есть предположение. Ну, будет интересно, 50 на 50. Это будет один из файтов, который я прям реально, мне будет интересен.
Okay, so he said he goes back to the story where Dave beat Alex and Alex beat Hermes. So by that story, it feels like Hermes doesn't have a lot of chances, but he sees that he's gotten bigger. He's in a great shape. He looks strong, must be strong. He is supporting Dave. Again, he said all guys need to stick together. But he believes that first 2 rounds, Dave is the most dangerous. After that, if Hermes is strong enough, technical enough, he can take control. He believes this match is 50-50 and it's very hard to predict, and he has a big personal interest. He really wants to see this match and see which one of the guys is the strongest.
Can you tell us your opinion as well? David Chaffee versus Hermes.
Hermes looking huge, very strong. And Dave also. I think my money on Dave. I think they will win because his hand bigger and he has bigger hand and longer hand, yes, and the back pressure his back pressure is amazing, yes. We will see tomorrow. Very nice match. I want to see this match.
Thank you, Leon. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is an incredible matchup tomorrow. You get to see it at East versus West 5. Hermes Gasparini, easy money, Dave Chaffee. That leaves one more match, ladies and gentlemen. It's been talked about. It's about to go down. So much talk, so much hype. One more day, one more sleep, and it goes down. We're going to go to Yevgeny Prudnyk first of all. You'll face arguably the most famous arm wrestler on the planet tomorrow, Yevgeny. Where is your head at one day out from the match?
First, I want to dedicate a moment of silence for my friend Ilya Izman. You know him, you all know him. He is a great arm wrestler and great blogger. He died in the war and need to say about it. Please, one moment of silence. Thanks. Thank you, my friends. So, about Devon, about our fight. Devon. What can I say?
Well, you wrote like 5 pages, so why don't you just start reading it off?
I haven't noticed because I don't know how to call you.
You can call me the heavyweight champ.
Devon, my limit is Prudnyk Larratt. Maybe Devon, my balls in Jody Purse Larratt. Maybe Devon, Golden Cage Larratt. Maybe Devon Prudnyk, your king Larratt. Maybe Devon, king of nails Larratt. Or maybe Devon doesn't have a balls, he has egg Larratt.
it's my new video on the YouTube channel. I think you saw it.
Yeah, it was really brilliant. Even gay, it was really, really brilliant. Please finish your reading.
I want to finish. Yeah, Devon, I'm Pussy Larratt. You didn't notice that after the trash talk with me, you got a lot of new names. No?
It's great. But please continue. I'd love for you to just read everything you wrote.
He wants
you to continue.
Me continue, yeah. Okay. I noticed that Jody is very supportive you on the competition, yeah? She all time shoot Devon, as if during the match you need to be periodically reminded of your name.
Ah, yes, I do sometimes forget my name, it's true.
Understand?
And I appreciate, Jody, Rabbit, wherever you are, remind me again tomorrow of my name in case I forget.
But this time she won't help you. Nothing will save you tomorrow.
It's great. It's good stuff you got there. While you were writing all your stuff, I just drew you a picture. As you can see, this is me, and this is you. And I wanted you to keep this as a present, you know, from me to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm really glad you're here, Evan Gabe, because I am gonna destroy you and become the heavyweight champion of the world. That's almost as cool as the super heavyweight champ. Almost as cool. But hey, I'll get a place at the table. Heavyweight champion of the world. I can't say it enough. Devin Larratt, heavyweight champion of the world. It makes me feel so good already, eh, Matt? That's gonna, woo, yeah. Hey, after I destroy this guy and you destroy Sandras, and then next event, not you, you're a super heavyweight.
Definitely not Hermes.
No, Hermes, no Hermes. Hermes, listen. Hermes, listen. Hermes, I already told you. Here's the thing I don't understand about Hermes. This is not really about Hermes and I, but he's here, and I look at Hermes, and this is one of the things that I've been struggling with, Hermes, how I love pizza, and I love spaghetti, and I hate you so much. And it doesn't add up to me. I don't get it. But you, I don't arm wrestle you. I arm wrestle the opera singer. And I'm gonna I will destroy you, even gay. Tomorrow.
Continue.
I will crack your wrist, and then I'll crack your elbow, and then onto your shoulder bone too, even gay. It's gonna be bad, buddy. It's gonna be bad.
Devon, do you call him even gay?
What is his name?
Evgeny.
Oh, I thought it was even gay. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
How do you say it?
Yevgeny.
He calls you
Yevgeny.
I'm teach you. Yevgeny.
Even gay.
No.
No?
Listen to me. Yevgeny.
Even gay.
Genius. Yevgeny.
Listen, nobody's going to remember you tomorrow, okay? Don't worry. Oh, here it is. Vevgeny. Okay, Vevgeny. Listen, don't worry about your name. It doesn't matter. The former heavyweight champion of the world, formerly champion of East versus West, formerly the guy to hold the shield. From now on, it's Canada. It's Canada. Canada has taken over the heavyweight division. We're going to hold it for a long time. I'm even going to show you my exploding body technique tomorrow. Yeah. The exploding body technique. Yeah.
There'll be a
Exploding
red
body
mist
technique.
where you once stood.
He's gonna squeeze your hand and stop the blood circulation, he said, and then you will boom.
Why you said this? I'm scared now.
Well, listen, tomorrow you don't have to get on a plane. It's right here in the hotel. Okay, you don't have to worry. You're not going to miss it. No matter how scared you are, somebody can get you from your room and bring you there. Okay, no excuses tomorrow. No excuses. I feel very good. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel very good. I feel very strong. I feel very confident.
You feel very good today, but not tomorrow.
No. Listen, and I know that everybody who's watching probably goes on arm bet, but I know there's no space for me because nobody believes you. But please, if anybody out there believes that whatever your name is going to win, please go and support him so that the people who backed me can get their money.
Evgeny, he posted the practice video. What did you think about that when he posted?
Yeah, I teach Larratt in this video how to rest, how to pull, how to need to pull.
How he needs to pull?
Yeah, I teach him, tell him about arm wrestling.
Yeah, but on the practice video, it didn't look like the teaching video.
It's a joke.
It was a joke?
Yeah,
so.
And then how old are you?
And Larratt believe it.
Oh, you deceived him. You deceived him. You acted like...
I'm playing and Larratt believe it.
So you were fishing him, you know, so that he would accept the pull against you.
Because if that wasn't in Paris last 2 months ago, she is he. He don't want to pull with me, understand? And I play with him, and he he want to pull with me, and
so
I said okay.
You put him in trap. You trap him, and then I understand. I have another question. I see Jody Larratt there, and
hello. Nice to meet you. So sweet.
and does she? Are you intimidated by her? Can you explain what's intimidated? Okay. The question: Who is more dangerous? Who is more dangerous, Jody or Devon?
About what I mean intimidated. Larratt intimidates her.
No. Which one is more dangerous for you, Jody or Devon?
Obviously, Jody is more intimidating than me. I'll answer it for you. We all know that Jody's a scary one. I'm not even going to pin you. Evgeny. I won't even pin you.
I answer.
He said for Devon, Jody is more intimidating than Prudnyk.
Oh, totally. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, clearly. Okay, I accepted this match with...
And imagine if you lose,
like 3 weeks notice.
What she did do with you.
Just so you know how worried I am about you, Evgeny, I didn't even bring my good shoes. I didn't even bring them. I didn't even cut my hair, okay? I'm not worried about you. Yeah, I shaved. So, like, maybe that's how worried, just a little bit. Not that much. Yeah. Listen, Evgeny, I will beat you tomorrow. It's my promise to you. Yeah.
I want to read something for you. Tomorrow you will lose, I promise.
We have the same promise.
Probably the worst thing for you is not that you lose. You are not afraid to lose. No, but the worst thing for you is that after you're losing, half of your subscribers leave to you
and go to me. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh no, everybody, go follow this guy. He's definitely worth the follow. But listen, how confident are you really? How confident are you really? Like, we have our agreements with Engen, but how confident are you really? Do you want to...
Winner takes all?
Easy and slowly.
Do you want to say, put your prize money down? Do you want to potentially up the ante? Because I feel pretty good right now. I feel pretty good.
Yeah, for everybody who didn't hear that, because Jodie Larratt doesn't have a microphone, she just showed exactly how scary she is by shouting to Devon, "I did not authorize that." Devon, we'll see if that has any effect, but Jodie's not supportive of the fact that you put your prize money on it, brother.
No, Devon, I don't want to take all your money.
But I would like
leave
to
you
take
something.
yours. I would like to take your money. So...
Yeah, but Devon, whatever Jody said from there, it seems like
Jody,
you don't have
listen,
that
Jody,
power.
Jody, Jody owns everything that happens in Richmond. Everything. Here at East versus West, Jody will get mad at me, but I have the authority here. Here I have the authority. I will say it.
You have my blessing and support always.
Of course, of course. Thank you. Thank you, Jody.
So sweet.
If you are confident, if you are truly confident, so am I. So am I, my young friend. You're 30, are you 34?
For me, no, 55.
55, huh? How old are you, 34?
35.
35.
35, yeah, already.
I see. Okay. Okay, I remember where I was at 35. I would take the bet if I was you. I'm an old, broken man, Evgeny. You should take the money. You should go for it if you're truly confident. If you're truly confident, you should do it. Listen, you don't want to make this about balls, right? I mean, I've been told I had no balls. And I do have balls, Evgeny, to put it all on the line against you. I do. I would do it. Make this a little bit more interesting.
Last time I remember this word said Gennady Kukinia for Jerry Cadareti and lost after.
Did you understand what he said?
Yes. Yeah, they bet
and
money, yeah?
History has a tickle.
Perhaps. It's in your court. It's in your court, my friend. It's in your court. I'm
Don't
confident.
worry, I leave your money for you. It's okay.
Okay. I don't want to push the subject.
You need some.
I've come here not for the money.
losing.
I've come here not for the money, but if I can take from you, I will take it. Just because it'll make me feel like I get one step closer into hell, right? And that's, I feel like when I compete, I get to be that person. I get to fight. And I'm here to fight you, Evgeny. I'm here to fight you. Tomorrow, I will break you. I'm going to make you quit every match. You're going to get tied to me, and once the match stops, you will want to get out. But once it stops, you will never have a chance again.
I never stop.
Good.
I've
heard people say that before.
Tomorrow, if you can stop me, and we pull a very long time, we will stay 1 hour, 2 hour, 1 day, 2 day, and after you get one fall, and we start again, and we will stay
when you become older.
What are you fucking thinking, buddy? What the fuck? Like, I'm gonna murder you. I'm gonna murder you tomorrow. Have a good night's sleep. Today when I look at this table, I see the West, and we have come strong this time. This time, we are strong. And you will be the final match. I hope it's all on the line. I hope it comes down to me and you, man. I hope it does.
I want to say about Canadian guys. It's probably already a traditional for Canadian guys to use Turkish cosmetic service after losing at the fight at the East-West. For example, Matt Mask has grown his hair. Look at him, he is handsome. The fight with me brought him a new life.
Exciting.
And what do you think, Devon? Where will you go after losing?
After losing? After losing to you? Oh, this is a reality that is not existent in the future. It's not there. But by some hypothetical way that I lost to you.
Can I help you?
Well, I would have to challenge somebody even worse, which would be Engen. That would be probably as low as I could go. But this is not going to happen. It's very unlikely. Yeah.
I can help you. You go after I give you some money, and you go. You can go for a pedicure. Turkish pedicure.
He said if he loses, he'll give you some money for a pedicure so you can sort out your toenails.
Nails on the leg, pedicure.
The time for me to be pretty is over. I'll leave that to young guys like you. I am approaching my final form. I am getting closer and closer, right? Every time you see me more hunched, more bent, more homeless, I am approaching my final form.
Okay, I understand. Can I finish? Or maybe on the contrary, you don't want to cut, but grow up your nails, yeah? I watch Canadian guys allowed to grow up everything for themselves. Hair, nails, balls.
You know, Evgeny, you talk about balls so much. All the time you talk about balls. I can't help but think it's so funny, like when you say it. I just can't help but think it's so funny. You know, because I remember when I was your age, I remember very clearly where I was, what I was doing. It's very funny. It's very funny to me. I'm not going to talk about it, but it's very funny when you say it to me. It's not even worth talking about, but when you accuse me of having no balls with the way that the world is, it's deeply humorous. Deeply humorous.
And before we close, I want to ask, if you stop him and get your position, are you going to talk to him? And what are you going to tell him?
I like to make my victories as big as possible. If I have a chance to make my victory as big as possible, I will.
Give me a chance, please. One time.
Oh, I'll give you so many chances.
Yeah?
Believe me. Believe me. I won't rush the experience. I like to make it last. So with you, it will last as long as you want it to last. That's what you'll get.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to do this, but we're running out of time. We've just been told from the back of the room we got to wrap it up and move to the next section of tonight's press conference, which is from our VIPs at the back of the room there. We do have a series of questions, I believe, which the guys are going to get to pose to our athletes here involved in East versus West 5. Just going to wait for Relay pinch to get back there so that we can get the microphone to these guys and they'll get the chance to pose questions to our collection of champions here at the table.
So I am Romario and I would like to ask Engin a question. Is the match between John and Dennis in the works? Do we have any news about this match?
About Dennis and John? If that match happens, I don't know. I'm not the organizer. That match, if it happens, I don't know. It's gonna be in Dubai at King of the Table.
Okay. And what about the winner of Hermes and Dave? The match against Levan is also at the King of the Table?
That match is also gonna be there, and they are gonna decide. Thank you.
What's going on, guys? Jesse Halleck here from Arizona in the USA. My question is for Levan, and there's two names that have gripped the arm wrestling community as of late. And that's Dmitry Salayev and Zaur Pavlovsky, I think you say his last name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but what are his thoughts on those two, and do we ever foresee them coming to East versus West and potentially being able to compete here?
ხო, რა ვიცი, მომავალში ბევრთან შეიძლება რომ გადავწიო ხელი, თუმცა არ ვთვლი, რომ ან ზაური, ან დიმიტრი სხვებზე ასე ვთქვათ გამორჩეულები არიან.
He's saying that, yeah, there are possibilities of matches in this arm wrestling community nowadays, but as of those two names that you mentioned being some way or another special, he doesn't find those names as a special to be treated like the way you meant that question. So maybe that means that they need some time to prove themselves. Maybe.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to take one more. Actually, we've got one more question.
My name is Jake Telezak. I'm from Chicago. I've been following arm wrestling for over 20 years. All of you are legends. You're all my heroes. It's been an honor and a privilege to be here amongst you. I want to thank Engin for the invitation. I want to thank the production team for all their hard work. And I want to thank all of you guys for being so just so damn nice to all of us VIP. You guys are a great group of guys, and we all really appreciated it. I don't have any question in particular for any of you. I'm so excited to see every match. They're all equally as important to me. I just want everyone to stay safe, don't get hurt, and let's see some kick-ass wars. Thanks.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And this event is happening because of people like you guys. And thank you for supporting the event. Any more questions? Nobody? Oh, yeah.
Hi, Rich Saunders, USA. I was talking to Matt Mask yesterday, and he said Evgeny was more annoying to grip up with than Devin. Do either of you think you're going to get an advantage in the setup in any way, and how do you think that's going to go in the setup?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the rules meeting to clarify a few things, because absolutely there are going to be issues, most likely. I think that, with the way that the rules are written, the inevitability of the ref's grip, and the consequences of moving in a referee's grip, if they go unpunished, it can lead to the detriment of the match as a whole. So there definitely needs to be some clarification. I would love to see a nice even start between us. I would love it. Neither one of us is likely going to be comfortable. If referee's grip either needs to be abused by both or none. That's the thing. So if we want to do things loose with loading, that's cool with me. Or if we want to just be incredibly strict, but then we run into the risk of foul outs, and this is silly as well in my mind. So it will be a contested match, no question. I don't think that either one of us will be able to fully trick the other one. We will lean heavily upon the rules, and most inevitably we will end up in the strap with a clean start. So this is my hope, and this is I hope that that's where we get to, because if either one of us manages to abuse the start or the rule system, the match will be tainted.
Go ahead. Hello. My question is for Prudnyk. Now, Michael Todd could not make this match because of an injury, and I'm wanting to know, in your opinion, who do you think is more dangerous, Michael Todd or your current opponent, Devin Larratt?
We saw a match Devin Larratt with Michael Todd, and we know that Larratt has a more level. He won, and I think Larratt more strong and more has a more technique and more on a high level. I think for me, difficultly it's Larratt.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Any other question? It's finished, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, I think that is the end. I think that's the end of our VIP questions. Just to let everybody know on the chat and watching the show tonight, we're going to take about a 5 to 10 minute break while we set things up now for the weigh-in and face-off. We will be back in around 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you very much, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Istanbul, Turkey. We have one more act here tonight, the night before arguably the biggest arm wrestling card in history. We're going to face these guys off right now. I'm going to get out a shot and leave Engin Terzi up here to do this thing, and let's have a look at our athletes face to face. Starting us off, he hails from Australia. On a scale at 103 kilograms, welcome Mr. Ryan Blue Bowen. He's facing a man from Georgia. This man scaled in at 100 kilograms, and his name is Zurab Tavberidze. Ryan Bowen, Zurab Tavberidze. It is on, ladies and gentlemen. First match, these guys will open the card at East versus West 5. Can you feel that? Our next match will be a banger. Kazakhstan represented firstly in the form of Georgi Dzeranov. 123 kilograms of him. His opponent will be Sergei Kalinachenko. 122 kilograms of him. A huge version of Sergei. Came tonight with the Charles Bronson look. And he's putting the stare down on Georgi Dzeranov. Told us earlier tonight that he can't get angry at this guy. What a match. Kalinachenko and Dzeranov. A second match here at East versus West. Ladies and gentlemen, match number 3 tomorrow night. We'll see a meeting of minds, a meeting of styles. And we'd like you to welcome firstly this man. He hails from the United States of America. And his name is Justin the Bamboo Bishop. 81.8 kilograms of the Bamboo. His opponent hails from Lithuania. He needs no introduction anywhere in the world. His name is Mindaugas Tarasaitis. 76 kilograms from Lithuania. Who's the big dog in this match of the top rollers? Off comes the hat. Who will hit the top roll tomorrow? Mindaugas Tarasaitis. Justin the Bamboo Bishop. Match number 4, East versus West 5, promises to be a banger. Another man from the United States of America making his debut here will be Adam Wawrzynski. 93 kilograms of him. Look at the size of the forearm on the American. He will face a dangerous opponent all the way from Bulgaria. He is the superstar, Bortolato Simionov. 85 kilograms of arm wrestling world champion from Bulgaria, Adam Wawrzynski of the United States of America. It is on at East versus West 5. Our next match will be East versus East, ladies and gentlemen. 2 real pedigree athletes will make their way to the table. The first of them hails from Ukraine, and his name is Oleg Petrenko. 104 kilograms of him. His opponent, also representing the East, is Zurab Tavberidze. 100 kilograms of this young man. A battle of the top end strength. Oleg Petrenko. Zurab Tavberidze. Tomorrow night it will go down. Match number 6. What an incredible battle this promises to be, put together by Engin Terzi. First of all, I'd like you to welcome this man. He is a young phenom of the sport, and his name is Daniel Prokopciuc. 78 kilogram. Moldovan Daniel Prokopciuc. And he will face the Georgian David Samushia. 85 kilograms of Daniel Samushia. David Samushia, Daniel Prokopciuc will go straight into that hook. These men love the power. Little bit of a size advantage you can see for David there. Daniel thinks he's equal to it. And a little bit of time to get into the mind of his opponent. Daniel Prokopciuc, David Samushia tomorrow night. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match, number 7, will be Wagner Bortolato of Brazil. 151 kilograms of this man, the Earthquake. And his opponent is Mr. Georgy Dzeranov. Multiple world champion Dzeranov outweighed here, 123 kilograms of Dzeranov. Can he stand in front of the Earthquake? We'll find out tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Two big boys. Wagner Bortolato of Brazil. Georgy Dzeranov, multiple WAF world champion. What a match that is right there. Ladies and gentlemen, this young man hails from the United States of America. He has a gang of confidence and a massive reputation intact. Welcome, Mr. Paul Lynn, the White Hawk of the United States of America. 94 kilograms of this man. And he will face a man from Georgia, Irakli Kamtanadze. 95 kilograms, the Georgian. Sized each other up before. Tomorrow night for real. It will go down here. East versus West 5. Paul Lynn, Irakli Kamtanadze. The big forearm on the Georgian there. You get a chance to size these guys up for real. And there it is. Big smile breaking on the face of Engin Terzi. He's looking forward to that one. Tremendous stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for these athletes to make their way? You won't see a finer arm wrestler than this, however long you stick around. He is the best to ever do it. Hailing from the United States of America. Please give a round of applause and welcome the perfect Storm, John Brzenk. 104 kilograms of the Storm. Blowing into East versus West 5. And he will face our young puller from Ukraine, trained by the former Ukraine Pain Train, Andrei Pushka. His student will represent him tomorrow. And his name is Oleg Petrenko. 104 kilograms of him. It is on at East versus West 5 here in Istanbul, Turkey. John Brzenk stands tall and looks into the eyes of the young Ukrainian. It is on, ladies and gentlemen. Brzenk, Petrenko, East versus West 5. Our next match is in the super heavyweight division, and the first of our athletes hails from the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, he scaled in at a massive 124 kilograms. Give a round of applause and welcome Easy Money, Dave Chaffee. His opponent represents Italy. He is from an arm wrestling family and is carrying that name forward. 130 kilograms of Hermes Gasparini. Hermes Gasparini, 130 kilograms. Look at the forearms of the Italian. What a monster. Easy Money, Dave Chaffee, looking right through the Italian. He's already faced a big top roller and won. Could be huge. What a match in the super heavyweight division there. We stay in the super heavyweights for our next matchup, ladies and gentlemen. The first of our athletes hailing from Georgia. Raise it up and welcome Revaz Latidze. 145 kilograms of him. And he will face the man from Kazakhstan, Artem Morozov. 135 kilograms of Morozov. Revaz Lutidze, Artem Morozov in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is the first ever Legend Super match here at the East versus West 5. The first of our athletes is an iconic arm wrestler from the United States of America. Welcome him now, making his way to the stage, Mr. Andrew Cobra Rhodes. His opponent hails from Turkey. He is a multiple WAF world champion. Please welcome Haydar Yildirim. I've just been told Haydar Yildirim is not shown up. How cool is that? Yildirim's so cool that he didn't show up to his own face-off. Legend. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on with our action, and the next match is a big one, highly anticipated, and we wanted to rip the roof off for this tomorrow night. The first of these athletes needs no introduction. He'll make all the noise himself. 114 kilograms, 6'6" of wild horse, Matt. Matt Mask in the house. His opponent is the Latvian wonder. He is known as the Panzer, Sandris Šēders. Interestingly, 114 kilograms of that man. And you can see the stats. You can see the look in the eyes. And they are ready to do this thing. Are we ready to see it tomorrow night, guys? Oh, hell yes. The Latvian wonder versus Matt, the wild horse Mask. Huge matchup. We go back to the super heavyweight division for our penultimate matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, 130 kilograms of Hermes Gasparini, Italy in the house. And his opponent is Steel Artem Morozov. 135 kilograms of Steel Morozov on the left arm against Hermes Gasparini of Italy. Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, they brought the heavy artillery. Look at this. Yeah. Where's the... Oh, my God. For 1 minute, I thought Steel Morozov was getting out the boobies. Kept them in. Don't worry, Engin. They stayed in. You want to redo Cobra and Haydar? Is he here now? Yeah? Okay, we're going to do this thing again. Haydar has just shown up just to add to his cool points. We can do it one more time. These guys are legends. You'd think anybody had told this guy? Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, hey, you know what? We're going to introduce him first. He is a multiple WAF world champion, and he has shown up a little late, but still is beautiful. Please welcome Haydar Yildirim. You know you're fucking awesome when you don't show up. And his opponent, ladies and gents, hails from the United States of America, Andrew Cobra Rhodes. There it is. Who's your pick in the Legends Supermatch? Cobra Rhodes, Haydar Yildirim, Turkey, versus the USA here at East versus West 5 tomorrow night. Oh, baby. Look at that arm there on Gildil. He's still got it, ladies and gentlemen. Not bad for an older guy. Z's in the front of the crowd thinking he did not look like he was packing that. Some of us know how that feels, gentlemen. Oh, yes, we do. Ladies and gents, one more match here at East versus West tomorrow night. Let's try and rev these guys up now as we introduce them. And firstly, he hails from Ukraine and is a reigning heavyweight champion here at the East versus West. Raise it up, rev it up, and welcome Yevgeny Prudnyk. Yevgeny Prudnyk, ladies and gentlemen, of Ukraine, and he hit the scales at 115 kilograms. His opponent needs no introduction anywhere in the world. He hails from Canada. Please welcome now the Soldier Boy Superman from the frozen north, Mr. Devon No Limits Larratt. Ladies and gentlemen, it is on. Yevgeny Prudnyk, Devon Larratt. There it is. Can you feel that? East versus West, number 5. Showtime, ladies and gentlemen. Devon Larratt, Yevgeny Prudnyk. It is on. Tomorrow night, ladies and gents, East versus West 5. Showtime here in Istanbul. Devon Larratt, Yevgeny Prudnyk. We'll try and get him in for a stationary pose, ladies and gents. There it is. Tomorrow is the night. You pick your favorites. Devon Larratt, Yevgeny Prudnyk. Engin Terzi, are you excited?
I mean, we have two psychopaths here, so we really, I have a little bit of the same thing, so let's finish here before something happens. And thank you, everyone, watching us. But this is serious, seriously. People think it's a game. It's not a game. It is very serious. We may need some bodyguards for tomorrow. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, East versus West 5 tomorrow night right here. Make sure you tune in, check it out. Get over to Core Sports, buy this pay-per-view. You're never going to see a bigger collection of monsters from the sport of arm wrestling. Tomorrow's the night. We can't wait, and we hope you're the same. We'll see you all soon. East versus West 5. It's almost time.